Hey guys, okay, I'm back for part 3. We will have another part. I'm so sorry this is in so many sections, but what I wanted to tell you was when you mix the frosting in with the cake, you mix it up first with your spoon or fork, and then you get in there with your hand and you smush it together. It makes it a better consistency, even though your hands get really gross. Just wash your hands with warm water and it'll come right off. And then you're going to take, I use a cookie, what am I trying to say, or an ice cream scoop, a cookie scoop or an ice cream scoop to keep them a good, about the same size. And what I've already done is I've already scooped them out, and you roll it around in your hand so you get little balls that mine are about 1 inch to 1.5 inches big. They're not super big because they're like little cake bite sizes. Then what you're going to do is, hold on 1 second, I have SJ getting kind of cranky. He's mad. Okay, so I have the chocolate melted. And then what you're going to do is take some of your little sticks, swirl the tip around in the chocolate, and then you're going to stick it in your cake ball. Not all the way through, just about halfway to 3/4 of a way through. If you do it too far, then when you have take your cake balls out and set them upright, they will fall down the stick. So you're just going to swirl the tip, not too much, and then you're just going to stick it, you can't really see, stick it right down into the cake ball. We'll do a couple more, swirl it around, and also stick it right down in. This just helps for the cake balls to not fall off when you're gonna go to dip the whole thing in chocolate. So also another tip is that you want these are gonna harden up because you're gonna stick these in the fridge for about hold on 1 second, my son, he's getting upset. Okay, so you're going to stick these in the fridge for only about 5 minutes to harden. If you do it any more than that, when you go to dip it in the hot chocolate, your cake balls are going to be so cold that when the chocolate dries, because you're going to warm chocolate, when it dries, it's going to crack the chocolate. And it's just not going to look as pretty, just because of the cold going into the heat is going to make it, it'll make it react that way. And when you go to heat your chocolate melts, another tip is stick it in for 1 minute, stir it real good, and then just do it into about 20-second intervals after that, because you don't want your chocolate to burn. You want it to be thin and warm, but you don't want it to burn because burnt chocolate does not taste good. Okay, so I'm going to finish these up, and then I'm going to stick these into the refrigerator. If your refrigerator is pretty good temperature, you can stick it in your fridge for about 10 minutes, and then, or you could stick it in your freezer for about 5 minutes. And then what you're going to do is pull them out and let them sit on the counter. Make sure the chocolate that you stuck the stick in with is hardened, and then you're just going to let it get to room temp just for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let them sit on your counter, and then you're going to do your chocolate. Swirl the merry chocolate, and I'll be back to show you that next step.